Hey everybody, welcome back to the warbossfitz channel. I am warbossfitz here again with Uncle C, and we are going to be talking about one of our favorite Grimdark future armies, the Saurian Starhost. Welcome to Jurassic Park. So who are the Saurian Starhosts? Well, they're lizard men in space. As far as the lore of Grimdark Future goes, they are probably the most ancient race in the galaxy. No one really knows because no one can remember that far back, but they've been around a long, long time. And a long, long time ago, there was a prophecy that something bad was going to happen. So, in order to be around to change things when that something bad happened, the Saurians decided they were going to all sleep in cryopods. And they made pyramids out of these cryopods. So they got cryo pyramids that are hidden all around the galaxy. But again, that was a long, long time ago. And some of these pyramids are already gone. They've already been destroyed. So some of the Saurian Starhosts think that they've already failed. Whatever bad was going to happen has already happened because things are bad. So the Saurian Starhost is an engineered race. The frog mages that lead the Saurian Starhost years and years and eons and decades and centuries and long, long time ago in a galaxy far, far away created the Saurians. The frog mages taught them that their purpose is to fulfill a great prophecy which they have held from the beginning. Eventually, the fabric of reality would break and their fate would be to come in to save it. So to ensure that they were ready to fulfill this purpose, the frog mages created great cryo pyramids and scattered them across the galaxy. While the Saurians were sleeping, in their absence, a number of new species began to explore and settle throughout the galaxy. That, of course, led to a surge of psychic power, which woke up one of the frog mages, who discovered that they are now alone in the galaxy. That lone frog mage looked around and went, man, things are not going too great. So the prophecy was to stop the bad from happening. He figured, things are bad now, right? So the frog mage gathered a conclave of helpers, but it was soon clear that that was not enough. So they used their vast knowledge of genetic engineering and psychic abilities to create themselves new allies. And this is how they created the first Starhost. Each member of the Starhost had their fate defined at birth, and they are created to fulfill this single mission in order to help the frog mages complete the prophecy. The first Starhost began to seek out and awaken other mages. The newly awakened mages would then create their own Starhosts in order to continue fulfilling the purpose. But things have changed since the Saurians went to sleep. Rediscovering the pyramids has proven a more difficult task than expected. Some have been destroyed by exploding stars. Some have been broken into by treasure hunters. Buried beneath deserts, oceans, or even cities. And worse still, some have begun to fail on their own, leaving the frog mages inside to die. Funnily enough, we actually ran a campaign about a frog mage trying to find a buried frog mage. I don't even remember who won that one. I just remember my orc died. My orc died a horrible death. Yeah, it's up there in the little corner thingy if you guys want to check out that campaign. So that's enough of the lore stuff. Let's go into the game things. Starting with the army-wide special rule. It is primal. For each unmodified roll of a 6 to hit when attacking, this model may roll one attack with that weapon. This rule does not apply to newly generated attacks. Now, we have seen 6s just give you an additional hit, but in this situation, if you roll a 6, you just make another attack with the same weapon that you rolled a 6 with. Meaning that you can start to compound attacks into larger and larger pools. Now, under the special rules, we're not going to go through all of them, but we are going to go through some of them that are specific to this army. First, we're going to go over the mark of the army, which is the Bane mark. Once per activation before attacking, pick one enemy unit with an 18, which friendly units get Bane when attacking against. They just get it one time. The next time you shoot or you melee them, all your attacks get Bane. Which is a pretty good boon because not only does Bane make you reroll 6s, but it makes you ignore regeneration as well. So if something out there is real tough and it's got regeneration, throw this on there and be like, no. Next, we got Disintegrate. This is their weapon rule. Ignores regeneration against units where most models have a defense of 2 to defense of 3. This weapon gets AP plus 2. So it It's stronger against the heavier armored stuff. Heavy Impact, we haven't seen this yet in a Grimdark feature army. It counts as Heavy Impact X, whatever the number is after the rule. When that hits, it is AP of 1. Because, a dinosaur going full clip and running into you is going to hurt a little bit more than a horse. They got, like, spiky stuff on them. There's the Primal Boost buff, once per activation before attacking. Pick one friendly unit within 12, which gets Primal Boost. That means instead of the regular 6s to get you extra attacks, you get that on a 5 and a 6. And one that is kind of important in this army is Teleport. Once per activation before attacking, place this model anywhere fully within 6 inches of its position. It allows you to jump through impassable terrain, over dangerous terrain, difficult terrain. It just gives you an extra 6 inches of movement that can't be affected by any other terrain whatsoever.
Dinosaurs learned instant transmission.
Yeah, dinosaurs with instant transmission. Next, we got the Aura special rules. We got Counterattack Aura. This model is usually counterattack. That just means that if you are charged, you attack first.
A bullshit.
As someone who runs melee armies, if you come at me with, I got counterattack, I'm like, oh, you suck. You suck every way possible.
I love melee armies.
The Rapid Charge Aura. This model and its unit moves plus 4 inches when using charge actions. That's very nice. Very nice. Lets you charge from outside of things' threat ranges. Rending when shooting Aura. This model's unit gets rending when it shoots. It's kind of like what it says on the tin there. Rending is, if you roll a 6 to hit, your shot becomes AP 4. And also, all of your shots with rending ignore regeneration. And then the Scout Aura. This model and its unit gets Scouts. And Scout means that it may be set aside before deployment and after everything else has deployed. You can deploy it anywhere within 12 inches of your deployment zone. So it allows you to get out there in the middle of no man's land and start screwing stuff up immediately. Now we go to the spells. This army's got some pretty hefty casters in it. So spells, a little bit important for the army. Starting off with Spell Power 1, we've got Toxin Mist. Pick one enemy unit within 18, which friendly units get Bane when attacking against once. So it'd be like the mark for Bane, except in spell form. Also, Power 1, we got Serpent Comet. Pick one enemy unit within 12, which takes 2 hits with Disintegrate. That's the one that, if you're got a lower defense, it's higher AP. Then at 2, we've got Fateful Guidance. Pick up to 2 friendly units within 12, which get Furious once. Furious is nice. That is, if you charge, you roll a 6, it counts as an extra hit. On top of the Primal that you already get. I like this spell a lot. Then also at 2, we have Piranha Curse. Pick up to 2 enemy units within 9, which take 4 hits each. Nice, it's just spreading the love around a little bit. It's only 2 power. You get to affect 2 other units. Well, you can affect 2 other units, and then you can shoot or charge a third one. So if you really want to spread out the love to everybody, you can do this.
Against an army like the Geckos, that would be a super useful spell.
Yeah. This is what I'm running with maximum activations against it.
Fucking stupid dogs.
Then up the 3 power spells, we have Celestial Roar. Pick up to 3 friendly units within 12 inches, which get Primal Boost once. So that's really nice. If you are more of a hang-back caster, start casting this early to get on stuff around you. And then remember, if you do get Primal Boost on the squad through this spell, it doesn't go away until the first time you attack somebody. So if you can get this off turn number 1, you can charge up 3 squads. And then turn 2, you could charge up another 3 squads. You could throw everything at the enemy at once. And then for the attack spell at power 3, we have Jaguar Blaze. Pick one enemy unit within 12 inches, which takes 6 hits at AP 1 and Shred. And Shred is, if the enemy rolls a 1 to block the hit, they take 2 wounds instead of 1. So that's it for the special rules and for the spells. Now let's get on into the units. And we're going to start off with Uncle C's favorite hero. The Frog Mage.
Jesus. With him, I cast like you.
It's funny now, we've been playing this game enough that we have backstories on units. Him with a Frog Mage is ridiculous. I've never seen someone roll more consecutive ones than when he's trying to cast with it.
I can't cast, I can't shoot, I can't hit. There's nothing I can do with a Frog Mage.
So when we get to the army list at the end that he's going to make, I bet the Frog Mage is just not going to be there.
Not even a cameo.
So the Frog Mage is 210 points, quality 3, defense 3. Starts off a caster 3, fear of 1, fearless, primal, strider, and toughness 6. You have a magic blast for 3 shots at 12 inches with rending. and a heavy pulse for 6 attacks in melee. Now you have all of the spells that you can do with it there, attached for your convenience. After the squad upgrades, we have the Temple Guardian, which is the counterattack aura, Zealot, which is the scout aura, Enlightened Mage, which is an additional caster +1, pumping him up to caster 4, Primal Guidance for a primal boost buff. That's not an aura. You can pick somebody within 12, but you could also just pick the squad you're in. So it's pretty much an aura if you want it to be. And then we have Crusader, which is rending when shooting. You can replace the Magic Blast with a Magic Shock, which is 18 inches, just 3 shots, or a Magic Beam, 12 inches, 1 shot, AP2, Deadly 3, and Disintegrate. So the Magic Beam already having AP2 and Disintegrate is pretty cool, because if you shoot somebody with Defense 2 or Defense 3, which is normally your vehicles and stuff, it gets AP +2, so you get 1 shot at AP4 at Deadly 3 if you're shooting at something that's real like, armored up. You could also give them Magic Protection, which gives them Fortified, and Sacred Duty, which is the Protection feat. And I skipped that earlier. The Protection feat. Once per game, when this unit takes wounds, and all models have this rule, you may use this rule and roll 1 die per wound, and on a 4+, it is ignored. It is a straight up, I ignore statistically half the damage you're shooting at me. I know Dave and Harvey are going to yell at me because that's why they love this army.
God, I should be putting that on stuff.
You should be putting that on stuff. Foreshadowing here.
You also yell at me. You're a fucking statistical anomaly.
Right.
More anomaly.
For you, it's going to be a 75% damage reduction. I can see it already.
75% of the time, it works every time.
So Protection Feat, if you can put Protection Feat on stuff in this army, put Protection Feat on stuff in this army. It is a get out of jail free card. Well, unless it's like you got 5 models that just took 35 hits. In that case, you're just kind of boned anyways, but anything that's got a toughness value, any high value asset you have in the army, put the Protection Feat on there. And then we'll go back through and we'll talk about what unit to put this guy in as we go through the units. Because right now, it's just like all we've talked about is a Frog Mage. We'll come back to it. We'll do all of that with all the different heroes. We'll talk about them. We'll talk about them as they are. And then later on, when we get to the squads, what you can put in there. As far as the Frog Mage on its own, the smart thing to do is to give it caster +1 to give it caster 4. But here in this house, we don't do the smart thing. Mostly because we can't cast for shit. So in that situation, what we would probably do would be Primal Guidance for the Primal Boost buff to either give it to itself and its squad or to something else. So we'll come back to the Frog Mage and where to put it. So let's talk about the next one, which is the Gator Veteran. Now this one, we love this one. 120 points, quality 4, defense 3, fear of 1, fearless, primal, and toughness 6. Starts off with 2 heavy maces, which is 1 attack apiece, AP1 and blast of 3, and 2 attacks, AP1 with a stomp.
Why does he have 2 maces if it's 1 attack?
Well, it's 2 maces, so it would essentially be 2 attacks, because you can upgrade them separately.
I just thought it was funny.
You can give him the Storm Leader for a rapid charge aura, Zealot for scout aura, Primal Roar for the primal boost buff, or Crusader for rending when shooting. Why? Dear God, why would you give this guy rending when shooting? You're a Gator. You death roll stuff. So for weapon upgrades, you can replace any heavy maces with a Power Knuckle for 3 attacks at AP2. So you can do 2 of these, so it could be 6 attacks at AP2. A Heavy Shooter, which is 4 shots to 12 inches, AP1. Or a Power Spike, which is 1 attack, AP4, Deadly 3. So theoretically, if you did want to shoot, you could give it 2 Heavy Shooters for 8 shots at AP1 at 12. Which is not terrible, but come on, you're a Gator. Rawr. You can also upgrade it with a Rapid Missile Pod, which is 3 shots, AP1, limited and unstoppable. Limited, we haven't talked about these before. Limited, you get to shoot it once. One time. It's like he's got a missile pod stuck to his shoulder. And once it's done, it's empty. You can't use it anymore. And then unstoppable, it ignores regeneration and ignores all negative modifiers to this weapon. So it doesn't matter if you're an aircraft, if the enemy's in cover, if for some reason they have minuses to the AP, it goes away. And you can also give it the Sacred Destiny for Protection Feat. Again, if it's there, you should buy it. So, Gator Veteran on its own, do not give this thing guns. Oh my god. You can't see it, but my head's flapping around right now. Do not give this thing guns. It's stupid.
Just do what Gators do. Run head first.
Give it 2 power knuckles and go punch shit in the mouth.
Just give it 2 power spikes, really. Oh god, no. 3 attacks at AP2 rather than 1 attack at AP4 to the 3.
Well, yeah, and then it becomes 6 attacks at AP2.
Lada boom!
And then I would give it the primal boost buff, and I would put a squad of Gators with it. But we'll get to that in a minute.
It's not like we had a whole army of Gators that ripped through everything.
It's not like we haven't made that army and put it in a video before. Again, if I remember to, the little things in the corner right now. Next, we got the Saurian veteran. Quality 3, defense 3. Oh, he's 55 points. I forgot that part. Fearless, primal, and toughness 3. Comes with a pistol for 2 shots 12 and 2 attacks with a close combat weapon. You can upgrade it to be a storm leader with rapid charge, counterattack aura, scout aura, or rending when shooting aura. You can replace its pistol with a spike pistol for 3 attacks, rending at 9 inches, or a veteran carbine for 3 attacks at 18. You can replace its close combat weapon with a power spear for 2 attacks with thrust, a power claw for 2 attacks AP1 and rending, or a power mace for 2 attacks at AP4. You can upgrade it with hardened elite for fortified, a raptor mount for fast and ravage 1. Ravage 1 is when you charge, roll a dice, and if you roll a 6, the enemy takes a wound. Or a Tyrannosaur, Crushing Jaws for 6 attacks AP2, a Stomp for 4 attacks AP1. Update the armor to a 2-up, Fear of 2, comes with a primal boost buff, and gives you an additional 12 toughness for a total of 15. And then the protection feat. So on his own, if you're going to run this thing on its own, put it on a Tyrannosaur. This thing is a beat stick. A Tyrannosaur comes with a primal boost buff already from the Tyrannosaur. I would give it the rapid charge aura, because nothing's scarier than a rapid charging Tyrannosaur. Talk about something to make you crap your pants. And then give it a power mace for 2 attacks AP4.
Because the fucking Rex ain't enough.
Exactly. A dinosaur riding a dinosaur.
We need to do the dinosaur on dinosaurs against the dragons on dragons. So much lizard dicking.
When we go to we'll do it. When we go to the Saurians in fantasy,
yes,
we'll do it.
That'd be so fucking stupid.
I'll have to make some better models for the Dragon Empire.
Yeah, and then you can insert the lizard, or
the Dragon Dynasty. Whatever that new one is.
Dragonkin.
All right, so we'll talk more about where to put the Saurian veteran. Well, I mean, you put him on a Tyrannosaur. That's where you put a Saurian veteran.
Put him on a Tyrannosaur and make him run with Raptors.
You can't do that. It's too high of toughness.
But it'd be so cool.
I mean, you could definitely run the Raptors around the Tyrannosaur. Be looking like something on Ark Survival Evolved. God, this is going to take forever. We're only at our last hero. The Gecko Champion. 35 points, quality 5, defense 5. Primal Strider, toughness 3. Comes with a champion burst gun, 3 shots, AP 1 to 12 inches, and a close combat weapon for 2 attacks. You can do the rapid charge aura, counterattack aura, scout aura, primal boost buff, or give it caster 2. You can replace the burst gun with a shock lance for 3 attacks at AP 4 and an energy shield for shielded. And shielded means that if everybody in the squad has the rule, it's +1 to defense rolls. Or you can replace it with a champion sniper rifle for 2 shots at 30, AP 1 reliable and takedown, and a dagger. You can replace the burst gun with a shock pistol, 2 shots AP 4 at 12, a precision carbine, 2 shots AP 1 precise at 18, and precise means it's +1 to hit. Or you can give it a champion shock rifle, 2 attacks at 18 at AP 4. You can replace a close combat weapon with just a bash and an energy shield to give it shielded. Or a sacred mace for 1 attack and blast 3. You can upgrade it to put it on a mount with a Deinonychus, which gives it bounding at impact 1. So instead of fast, the Deinonychuses get bounding. We're going to talk about that later, but just to tell you what the rule is now. When this unit is activated, you may place all models with this rule anywhere fully within D3 +1 of their position. So you're faster, but not quite fast. You could give it a phase backpack for teleport, turn it into a chameleon, giving it evasive, good shot, and scout. Put it on a Starseer palanquin, giving it 3 more attacks, spell conduit and toughness 3. And then spell conduit, casters within 12 from other friendly units may cast spells as if they were in this model's position and get +1 to casting rolls when doing so. So they don't have to spend any more points on it. They just get a +1 if they use this guy as the conduit. It's like a spell supercharger attached to this thing's butt. You can put on a Pterodactyl for 2 more attacks with claws, ambush, crossing strike, fast, flying, impact 1 and toughness 3. Crossing strike is once per game. When this model moves through enemy units, pick one of them and roll 1 dice. For each 4 up, it takes 3 hits with AP 1. Or you could do a Ripjaw Dactyl, ambush, fast, flying, heavy impact 3, precision target 1, and toughness +3. And then precision target is once per game during this model's activation. Pick one enemy unit within 36 and line of sight, and you place X number of markers on it. In this case, it'd be 1. Friendly units get +X to hit rolls when they attack. And then you can also do the Sacred Destiny protection feat. On its own. Like the Gecko champion is not one that you do on its own. It kind of, well, it's much better in a squad. But if I had to put this thing on its own, if I absolutely had to do it in a squad, if I absolutely had to do it in the army, I would give it either Caster 2 and a Pterodactyl, or Chameleon Breed, the Champion Sniper Rifle, and the Scout Aura. One way with the Pterodactyl and Caster, you're cruising around, you can give yourself, some cool angles and stuff to shoot some spells off. And then with the Sniper Rifle being a Chameleon, you're -1 to hit, you're evasive, you're all that good stuff. You're able to kind of hide and just take pot shots.
I'd do the Ripjaw Dactyl and the Champion Shock Rifle.
I mean, there is that too.
I'm just giving you another viewpoint.
Yeah. So that's it for the heroes. Time to look at the units. We're going to start off with the Gecko cohort. 5 of them for 85 points. Quality 5, defense 5, primal, shielded, and strider. Come with shock pistols for a 1 shot at 12 inches, AP 4, and 1 attack with bashes. They all have an energy shield to give themselves shielded. You can give them Sacred Destiny for protection feat. You can replace all the energy shields with just regular close combat weapons, and you can upgrade all of them with teleporting backpacks.
Sacred Destiny should, but then I would just leave them naked.
Yeah, running these things as base is pretty good. AP4 shock pistols, real spiky. You're not going to hit much because they're only quality 5, but if you do enough playing around stuff, like if you get them a primal boost buff, maybe you get more attacks out of them.
I mean, they have primal, so there's at least that.
Yeah, so half your attacks, you're going to get to roll an extra attack.
They kind of remind me of Needlers from Halo. That's what I think of when I see those.
Yeah, pretty much. And then if you wanted to put a hero with them, you'd definitely be the Gecko champion. Something like the primal boost buff like we were just talking about. Make sure you give the shield so it kind of matches up with everybody else. Because let's face it, you're quality 5, defense 5. You're not really gonna want to get into close combat.
But at least with the shield, you'll have 5-4, so you have something going.
Yeah, you'll end up being a 4-up defense. Don't expect the world out of your geckos, but if your dice are spiky, if your dice are good, this unit can be spiky. Everything's at AP4, so I mean, it's worth it just to have a squad or 2 on the board. They're 85 points. Squad or 2 on the board just to roll the dice. See what happens.
Take 2 squads on 20 dice. You got to hit some 5s eventually.
Right. All right, next we got the Saurian Warriors. 100 points for quality 4, defense 4, fearless, and primal. They come with pistols for 1 shot at 12 and 2 attacks apiece with their close combat weapons. You can give them the Sacred Dynasty for the protection feat.
Remember the theme. If it's there, use it.
Right, if it's there, use it. You can replace all the pistols with a carbine for 2 shots at 18, but you do end up losing 1 attack in close combat. And you can replace one of the pistols with a spike shooter for 2 shots, branding at 18, a flamer, 1 shot blast 3, reliable at 12, a beam gun, 1 shot AP 2, deadly 3, and disintegrate at 12, or a shock charger, 1 shot AP 4 at 24. Beam gun, again, disintegrate, even though it's AP 2, if you're going against hardened target stuff that's defense 2 or 3, disintegrate's going to make it AP 4. It's like a fusion gun, except with a little bit of a discount. But yeah, there's 2 ways to run this. It's either ranged with carbines and your choice of special weapon, or just a melee squad just to keep them all with their base close combat weapons. Now, you don't have the ability to upgrade anybody in the squad to have a cool close combat weapon. That is where you would put the Saurian veteran in there. I would say give him the rapid charge aura to make sure your guys get into combat, and then give him something like a power mace, just to give him AP 4. And then, of course, protect your feats all around. Next, we got Chameleons. 5 of them for 120 points. Quality 5, defense 5. Evasive, which means they're -1 to hit. Good shot, which means they hit on a 4 when they're shooting. Primal, Scout, and Strider. We didn't say it yet, but Strider means you ignore difficult terrain. You come with burst guns, 2 shots at 12 inches at AP 1, so these are the Lizard Men shotguns. And 1 attack apiece in close combat. You can replace all of the burst guns with precision carbines for 1 shot AP 1 at 18 with precise. And that does stack with good shot, meaning that you're going to be hitting on a 3. You can do that for free. And you can upgrade 1 model with an advanced locator for an ambush beacon, meaning that whenever you ambush stuff, you ignore the 9 inches away from the enemy restriction as long as you land within 6 inches of this model. And or poison flechettes, which give them the Bane mark.
I gotta admit, I'm taking the free upgrade. I know you're losing, half your shots, but going from hitting on a 5 to hitting on a 3 is nice.
Well, I mean, you got good shots. So go from hitting on a 4 to hitting on a 3.
Which is even nicer still.
Okay. I see you.
Plus, they're a 5 and a 5. The further away you can be from things and hit them, the better.
Okay, true. But you're -1 to hit. With good shot, you're hitting on a 4. So yeah, you got some cool play there. And then as far as characters go, this would be one for the Gecko champion, which you give the chameleon breed upgrade to. This way they can keep the scouting and stuff on them. Primal boost buff would probably be the best there. They have no need for a rapid charge aura. Maybe caster 2. So instead of paying the 60 points for the Bane mark, you could just put Toxic Mist on somebody. But then, of course, you got to cast spells, and we don't cast spells. So our next unit is the Saurian Guardians. 155 points for 5 of them. Quality 3, defense 3, fearless, and primal. They come with hammers for 2 attacks at AP 2. You can give them all the Sacred Dynasty for protection feat. And you can replace all the hammers with a mace shot for 2 shots, AP 1 to 12, and a mace for 2 attacks. You can replace 1 hammer with a great hammer, 1 attack, AP 2, blast to 3. And you can upgrade all models with fortified. So, protection feat, of course. You're a 3/3. This makes them just even better. And then it's do you want to punch stuff or hammer? Do you want to hammer stuff or do you want to shoot stuff? Those are your 2 options with the squad. You either give them the hammers or you give them the equivalent of shotguns.
I'm keeping the hammers. I love melee.
Yeah, the hammers are nice. And then as far as characters go, the Saurian veteran with the hardened elite to give him fortified because everybody has to be fortified for it to work. And then if you're going for melee, counterattack with this would be nice, or a rapid charge. Either or. Probably rapid charge would be better because you want to be offensive with this. But definitely the protection feats. And then also, this would be the squad. If I was taking a frog mage and I was putting it into a squad, this would be the squad to do it.
I mean, the primal boost aura would work really nice for them.
The primal boost buff would work nice for them. But a frog mage with the magic protection, give them fortified. The sacred destiny for protection feat. Imagine a 10-man squad of guardians all armed with the shotguns. And then the frog mage gives them crusader, which gives them all rending. Hitting on a 3. 6s are AP 4. Ignores regeneration. On top of all the spells you can throw out there. This squad's expensive. Don't get me wrong, it's expensive, but this squad will just straight F somebody up. If you want a squad that will just make people go, what the hell is that? That's the squad to do it with.
That's anything you build.
Okay, moving on. I'm not even going to acknowledge that. Moving on. Next, you got the Gecko snipers. 3 of them for 125. Quality 5, defense 5, primal, and strider. You got sniper rifles, 1-shot AP1, reliable with takedown at 30, and 1 attack with close combat weapon. And they have the Bane mark option. I mean, 3 shots hitting on a 2, AP1. Again, I say it every time. I am not impressed by snipers. I'm not saying snipers are bad. You might like snipers. Snipers might work for you, but for me, I I have A, never used snipers successfully, and B, if the enemy puts snipers on the board against me, I know I can kill them without nearly any hassle whatsoever. Moving on. Next unit is the Deinonychus Riders. We have our Fuzzy Raptors. 105 points for 5 of them. Quality 5, defense 5. Bounding, impact 1, primal, shielded, and strider. We have Shock Lances for 1 attack at AP 4. You can replace all the Shock Lances with Shock Pistols for 1 shot at 12 inches AP 4 and a close combat weapon for 1 attack.
Leave it naked and go into battle.
Yeah, leave these things with the Shock Lances. They're cheap, man. It's 5 cavalry for 105 points, 5 attacks AP4, quality 5. A Gecko champion might work if you throw them in there with a Deinonychus and you give them the primal boost buff. Rapid charge, I mean, you're already kind of fast, so, I mean, if you want to be extra kind of fast, the rapid charge orb, but I would definitely go for the primal boost. It's one of those, it's a Gecko squad. It's real spiky. It's quality 5, AP 4. The models look freaking amazing. I love these models. Who doesn't like a fuzzy, feathery raptor?
So it's a raptor wearing a Hulk Hogan boa?
Yep. It's a raptor in a boa.
I'm just thinking about a raptor ripping off a shirt.
Next unit is the Raptor Riders. Speaking of raptors, the non-fuzzy type. 130 points for 5 of them, quality 4, defense 3. Fast, fearless, primal, and ravage. 1 shot with a pistol at 12. 2 attacks with close combat weapons. You can replace any pistol with a spiked pistol for 2 shots with rending. And you can replace any close combat weapon with a power spear for 2 attacks with thrust. A power claw for 2 attacks, AP1 at rending. Or you can go all the way to power maces, 2 attacks at AP4. This squad runs the gambit between nuisance and freaking sledgehammer. If you keep them base, like with just the close combat weapons, I wouldn't even care if you charged me. Yes, you got Ravage. But if you give them power maces, the squad ain't going to be cheap, but it will rip the heart out of stuff. And if you want to make it even better, put a Saurian champion on a Raptor. Give him some power maces. Give him a rapid charge. Or we're going to break the mold here. They're fast, right? Just to give the primal boost buff. A Gecko on a Pterodactyl. It'd be worth it. Just to give them the primal boost buff. You don't use the ambush from the Gecko, from the Pterodactyl. All you really care about is that you're fast. So you can keep up with the squad. So whatever you do, it's got to be fast. And it's got to be underneath 6 toughness for it to fit in the squad. But just to give them the primal... I mean, it's a primal boost buff. If you got it somewhere else to put on this squad, it's worth it. Even if that squad has to wait for a turn to put on themselves. Either way, it's good. Next, we've got the Pterodactyl Riders. 130 points for 3 of them. Quality 5, defense 5. Ambush, fast, flying, impact 1, primal, shielded, and toughness 3. 1 attack with a close combat weapon and 2 attacks with a claws. You can replace all of the energy shields and close combat weapons with a shock rifle for 1 shot at AP4 at 18, or a shock pistol 1 shot AP4 at 12 with an energy shield to keep the shielded. And you can upgrade all of them to have drop bombs with crossing strikes.
Dropping bombs on the bitch. Anyway.
So Pterodactyl Riders. They're ambush, fast, and flying. That's going to be good for grabbing objectives, but you're putting a whole lot of like model on the board for this. By what I'm saying is the models themselves are pretty darn big because they're on a 50mm base. They're pterodactyls. Someone's going to look at those and just straight up attack them. And the defense 5 is not very good for that. So you want to keep the shielded on there. You also want to get them into combat so that you're going to be able to leverage the 3 attacks apiece plus the impact. So I would definitely give them the crossing strikes. So yeah, dropping bomb. So yeah, crossing strike and just getting these things in a close combat is what you're going to want to do. For as far as characters, you're going to want to put a Gecko champion with a Pterodactyl in there to give them the ambush to keep that going. Comes with a crossing strike. Caster 2 or primal boost buff are going to be your 2 real options here. But the funny thing is, for your first combat, I think you're going to get more mileage out of the crossing strike than you are actually attacking something. But Pterodactyls are cool, man. the freaking Pterodactyls. Next unit, we got the Ripjaw Dactyl Riders. 170 points for 3 of them. Quality 5, defense 5. Ambush, fast, flying, heavy impact 3. Primal, shielded, and toughness 3. 1 attack apiece in close combat. You can replace the energy shields with a shock rifle. Again, 1 shot 18 AP4, a shock pistol, and a shield. And you can upgrade 1 model with hunting bait, which gives you precision target 1, allowing you to put a marker on somebody to get you +1 to hit against them. So, unlike the Pterodactyls, which are going to be used for the crossing strike and their close combat, the Ripjaw Dactyls are entirely based on their heavy impact of 3. You're going to be hitting on a 2, it's AP1. That's where your damage is going to come from. I would not worry about putting ranged weapons on there. You just want to play lawn dart with these. You just want to slam into stuff.
It's like your kid running through the house. Exactly.
Again, same thing with the character Gecko Rider on a Ripjaw Dactyl. Primal boost buff. You can do that, right?
It's like primal boost buff 10 times fast.
Primal boost buff is not even going to work on the impact attacks. So in this case, I would definitely do Caster 2. Or a rapid charge aura. If you want to go extra fast, if you want to charge something 20 inches away. I mean, not a bad idea. Of course, you have ambush. But if you put on the rapid charge aura, it'd be worth putting them on the board.
Too bad you can't give him scout with the rapid boost.
Oh, you can give him scout.
Well, then do that. Give him scout and give him the rapid boost aura.
Well, no, you can't do both.
I said too bad you can't do both.
Right.
That would just be mean.
It would be mean. Next is one of our favorite units, the Gator. Oh, no, out of Gator. 155 points for 3 of them. Quality 4, defense 3. Fearless, primal, and toughness 3. Comes with 3 bashes, or the squad. Each member of the squad has 2 attacks with bashes. And then they each have 2 bludgeons for 1 attack apiece with thrust. Y'all hard, a Gator has to hit you for his fist to give him thrust. It's just a silly thought. Sacred Destiny for protection feat. Yes, sir. Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. You can replace any bludgeon with a heavy shooter. 2 shots, AP1 at 12. A Power Claw, 1 attack, AP1 with rending. Or Power Knuckle, 1 attack at AP2. And you can upgrade any model with a missile pod for 1 shot, AP1, 18, which is limited and unstoppable.
Give them all Power Knuckles.
So, this is going to sound so bad. I can already feel your disappointment from here. Power Knuckles gives them 2 attacks apiece at AP2.
Mm-hmm.
The heavy shooter, though, if you double up on the heavy shooter, they get 4 shots at 12 inches AP1.
The fuck is wrong with you? You don't give a Gator a gun.
I know! It sounds so bad!
No.
But fucking hear me out, goddammit.
I will hear nothing out. They're coming for you to put you in an asylum. Don't give a Gator a gun!
It's 12 shots!
I don't care! Power Knuckle! He shoves his Gator fist up your ass and rips your insides out! Power Knuckle!
Oh, he just fisted me on camera.
Power Knuckle!
You all missed it.
I Power Knuckled you on camera.
4 shots at AP1 at 12 inches. Power Knuckles, 2 attacks, AP2 along with 2 attacks.
Put him with the Gator vet.
Okay, let's put him with the Gator vet.
More Power Knuckles.
Let's put him with the Gator vet. Let's knuckle this Gator. Here we go. Gator veteran.
Give him the Moose Knuckle.
Okay, we can give him the Power Knuckle, so now we got 6 more attacks at AP2. What are you going to put on there?
Scout.
Oh, you're going to put a Scout aura on there. Okay.
No, that'd be stupid. You want to do Primal Boost buff.
Well, I mean, you also got to get to them.
No, so scratch all that. You give him the Rapid Charge aura.
Okay. Give him the Rapid Charge aura with Power Knuckles.
Right.
Or, I love it when we think 2 complete separate ways.
This bitch.
Or, if I had to, Saurian veteran with rending when shooting. With the 4 shots apiece at AP1. I know it sounds so dumb. Okay. Gators in Grimdark Future are not the Gators in Age of Fantasy. Gators in Age of Fantasy fucking rip and tear. They are fucking Doom Guy incarnate.
You are more Grimdark, I am more AOF.
Gators in Grimdark, they're more of a, they're like a halfway squad. They're a halfway squad. And the shooting is not terrible. But, okay, moving on before we start punching each other in the head.
Both are good options, but fuck you, Gators getting... Power Knuckles. Anyway.
Okay. Cyber Swarms! Next squad. 75 points for 3 of them. Quality 5, defense 6, primal strider, toughness 3. 3 attacks with Bane for swarm attacks. It's got no upgrades. It's your standard swarm. Cheap. Use it to hold your backline objective while everything else runs out there and just goes and does dinosaur stuff.
They're sneaky snakes.
Sneaky snakes. Next, we got the Vulturedactyls. 3 of them for 115 points. Quality 5, defense 3, ambush, evasive, fast, flying, primal, and toughness 3. 3 attacks apiece, close combat. The unit's got no upgrades. It's another swarm. It just flies with -1 to hit.
You say quality 5, defense 3, I think. It's defense 6.
It's defense 6. It's a swarm. May have. I don't know. It's late.
Yeah, it's taking longer than expected.
Well, it's a big list. Moving on, we got the light vehicles / small monsters. We're going to start off with the Spiked Lizard, 155 points, quality 4, defense 3, fearless, fortified, primal, strider, toughness 6. It's got arc rockets, 2 shots at 18 with blast 3 and indirect, and 3 attacks AP1 with its claws. We can give it Vanguard Lizard Handlers to give it scouts, or a Combat Lizard Handler to give it relentless, and we can give it Poison Flechettes with the Bane mark. Now, in this situation, I would give it relentless because it's a shooting lizard. Why would I give it not a shooting ability?
I agree.
There's no characters can go with it. There we go. Next, we got a Dragon Lizard. We got Fuego de Coco. 175 points, quality 4, defense 3, fearless, primal, regeneration, strider, toughness 6. Comes with a flame burst, 2 shots at 12 inches, AP1, blast 3, reliable, and 3 attacks, AP1 with the heavy claws. Again, we can do the scouts, or we can do relentless, and then we can do a Bane mark.
I would go relentless, and I would just leave it. Kind of like the Spiked Lizard.
Yeah, a flame burst. You're hitting on 2. If you get a 6 with relentless, it's an extra blast 3 hit. There's nothing that can go wrong there. It's just nothing but good. For 10 points, yes, please.
Yes, sir?
Yes, sir. Next, we're in the vehicles, and some of these are rough.
The Tricyclops.
We got a Tricyclopolis. Triceratops. 295 points. Quality 4, defense 2, fear of 2, fearless, primal, toughness 12, and transport 11. 6 attacks with rending from its horns, 4 attacks AP1 with its stomp. For some reason, I thought the horns would have more AP than just rending, because, giant fuck-off horns.
Yeah, no shit.
You can replace the transport with a Gecko crew for 6 shots, 18 AP1. You could do a Gecko crew for the same thing, and a Gecko priest for caster 2. A heavy rocket launcher for 4 shots, AP1, blast 3, and indirect at 24. Or a heavy missile launcher, 4 shots, AP2, deadly 3 at 30, and unstoppable. You can give it trample for impact 3, and Sacred Destiny for protection feat. So this is your APC. If you want an APC in the army to get your dinosaurs up there closer, you put your dinosaurs inside a dinosaur. Hey, Raptor Riders are only toughness 1, so you can put your dinosaur on a dinosaur inside a dinosaur.
I don't like thinking about dinosaurs inside of dinosaurs.
It's a dinosaur nesting doll.
Oh, that's not quite what I would call it.
Dinosaur Inception.
More like insertion.
Well, how are you going to fit a raptor inside a Triceratops? Bring the lube.
Rectally. I would go Sacred Dynasty.
Well, absolutely. Protection feat is a given.
And then I'm going with the heavy missile launcher, honestly.
Yeah, if you don't want to use it as an APC, the heavy missile launcher, 4 shots, AP2, daily 3, and unstoppable. I mean, it's pricey. It's 185 points, but that is straight fuck you damage right there.
I mean, it's 4 attacks.
Plus, with Primal, if you roll a 6, you get an extra shot. You're hitting on a 4. Plus, if you give this thing a Primal boost buff from whatever, there's more hits.
That heavy missile launcher is taking down anything on the fucking board.
Well, not anything, but quite a few things.
AP2, 4 attacks, deadly 3. So if arguably if it goes through most of the shit.
You're probably, statistically, let's break it down statistically.
Your statistics or mine?
Well, your statistics, you're going to somehow hit 47 times. My statistics, hitting on a 4 attacks means you're going to hit twice. One of those is going to be primaled, which then so you're hitting 2.5 times. Not too bad.
I'm going to hit you 47 times with 41 dice.
Yeah, somehow. Triceratops, that's a nice little anti-elite squad things and anti-armor. But we're going to talk about the real anti-armor in a few different units. A few different stuff. Next is the Spinosaurus. 315 points, quality 4, defense 2, fear of 2, fearless, primal, and toughness 12. It has a spit venom attack for 2 attacks 18, bane and blast of 3, stomp for 4 attacks AP 1, and then 6 attacks with bane from a toxic bite.
That was your spit venom right there.
You can give it impact 3 with a chief rider and a primal boost buff from Primal Roar. So Spinosaurus, what do you think about the Spinosaurus?
Love the Spinosaurus. I kind of expected it to be more, though. I don't know why.
See, it's definitely not a T-Rex, but I think it did have a bit of a glow up compared to compared to 3.4. I mean, I can't really remember, but I remember running a Spinosaurus and it not really doing much. Of course, back then you could also turn this thing into a caster. You could have a Gecko champion caster on top of it. 10 attacks, 4 at AP 1, 6 at Bane. You can put impact on it with a primal boost. Okay, I would definitely put the impact and the primal boost buff on there. I mean, it might do work. If anything, it's a toughness 12, defense 2 monster.
I mean, I wouldn't send it after something big and heavy, but like a squad of 10 fucking warriors, yeah, go in there and just eat stuff.
Yeah, I wouldn't send it in against a destroyer squad, but against like a human defense force squad, this is straight fuck 'em.
Yeah. It has its place.
Yeah, it's got its place. All right, next, this is where the real anti-tank lives. The Ankylosaurus, 430 points. Quality 4, defense 2, fear of 2, fearless, fortified, primal, and toughness 12. So with fortified, you get an extra +1 to your save, so you're technically defense 1. You start off with a twin beam cannon, 2 shots at AP 2, deadly 6, and disintegrate at 24. Remember, if you are defense 2 or 3, you become AP 4. A mace tail for 4 attacks at AP 2, and a stomp for 4 attacks at AP 1.
That's what I call the Mega Dinosaur.
Okay, Dirty Dancing. The fuck are you doing?
I'm the dancing queen.
You can replace the twin beam cannon with a heavy plasma burster for 4 shots, AP 4 blast at 3 at 30, and you can give it the ambush beacon and the bane mark. So unfortunately, you can't give this thing the 4-up I ignore wounds, because that would be fucking overkill. This thing, defense 1, toughness 12. Twin beam cannon's where it's at. This is anti-tank incarnate. Unless you want to be a real trolling bastard like I am sometimes and just put the heavy plasma burster on there. Oh, I see your big squad of Battle Brothers. Plat! They gone. Just to be a shithead. Yeah, that's all there is to say. Ambush beacon, cool if you got ambushers. Bane mark, sure. I mean, Bane mark, AP4, deadly. You're a dick at that point. Next, we got the Dread Titan, 830 points to start with. Quality 3, defense 2, fear of 4, fearless, impact 6, primal boost buff, toughness 24, and unpredictable fighter. Unpredictable fighter is 1 to 3. All the attacks get AP +1, and on a 4 to 6, they get +1 to hit. 8 attacks, AP 2 with a stomp. 4 attacks, AP 4, deadly 3 from its vicious jaws. This is the Dread Gator version of it. You can switch it over to a Dread Behemoth, so you lose the impact, primal boost buff, unpredictable fighter, but you pick up a super heavy beam cannon, 2 shots, AP 2, deadly 12, and disintegrate. That deadly 12, that's straight fuck your couch number right there.
I want one.
That is, I see your battle tank, and just, I take out my eraser and just, right off your army list. Goodbye. The Dread Tyrannosaur, which gives you a super heavy laser cannon, 1 attack, 3 shots, deadly 9, and heavy arch rockets, 4 shots, AP 1, blast at 3, and indirect at 18. Or a Dread Scorcher with a Scorcher cannon, 8 attacks, AP 1, blast 3, reliable at 18.
I want the super heavy beam cannon.
The super heavy beam cannon is ridiculous. Re-goddamn ridiculous.
So worth the 215 points.
It's not just one shot, like, oh, look, I might kill a tank. No, it's 2 shots. Quality 3, so I'm killing that fucking tank.
It's AP2, mind you.
Well, no, it's got disintegrate. So shooting at something that's defense 3 or 2, It turns into AP4. So it turns into, I'm killing that fucking tank. Unless, you're shooting at something that's defense 4, and in that case, I think you've wildly misappropriated your target.
It's beautiful.
They got this, and then the opposite side of the spectrum, we got the Scorch Cannon. 8 attacks with blast 3 and reliable. That is so overkill. That is a possible 24 wounds, 24 hits on something in AP1. So, I mean, I can't even speak. Whatever you shoot with that, you're going to die. You're going to die real hard. Dread Titans, we're in ludicrous territory over Dread Titans. They're nothing but fun. Nothing but good times. Big game time. Just put stuff on the board and go smash stuff at that point. And then finally, we have the one narrative hero in the list. We got Talaxi. I'm not even going to try that name a second time. It's going to be worse. 160 points, quality 4, defense 5, breath attack, caster 2, hero, primal, spell conduit, strider, toughness 6, and unique. Comes with ornate claws, 3 attacks, AP1 with rending, and that's it. We got all the caster stuff down there.
So basically, Taxi is just a spellcaster.
Yeah, it's a caster that has spell conduit.
Taxi.
Close enough. So that is the Saurian Starhost list. That is Jurassic Park in Grimdark Future. That is nothing but awesomeness as you got dinosaurs riding dinosaurs. Who doesn't like that? So, as we're doing this month, I'm letting Uncle C write the army list. I didn't even write one this week. He gets all of the pressure, and now I am going to build whatever he tells me he's going to make, and then I get to play it the next time we go live. So, no pressure. What you got?
Fuck you.
We were talking about this list earlier. I just had to get up and leave the room.
I have a Gecko... bitch. I have a Gecko champion with counterattack aura. The protection feat. So the Sacred Destiny.
Uh-huh.
With champion shock rifle. Leading a squad of 10 Gecko cohorts. Also with protection feat. With the shock pistols.
So, wait. So he's leading the squad of geckos.
Yeah.
With a counter to... Okay.
What?
Nothing.
Oh, I realized where I fucked up.
Okay,
Oh, well.
keep going.
Whatever.
It's what it is. We play the hand we are dealt.
I realized Shut up! I got a Saurian veteran. I have a Saurian veteran with the...
Were you high?
When am I not?
Okay, fair enough. That explains stuff.
I have a veteran champion.
He's got a Saurian veteran with rending when shooting with a veteran carbine, leading a squad of 10 chameleons that have the burst guns.
Everything has a protection feat.
Do they? Scroll down.
Protection feat.
Just he. The chameleons do not have protection
feet. Fuck me in the butt. All right.
And then we got 10 Deinonychus riders with shock lances. Okay. 10 Raptor riders with 10 power maces. Wow, that's going to fuck something up. Well, we got a Triceratops with transport 11 and protection feet. Who's going in the Triceratops?
Probably the Chameleons with the Saurian veteran.
Okay. And then we got Spinosaurus. The looks that I am giving him.
The fucking Spino has Chief Rider for Impact 3. I quit. Fuck you.
This list is going to be awesome.
It's going to be horrible.
Okay, guys. That's going to do it for us this week.
I hate this shit.
We are recording this the weekend before Adepticon. This is going to be coming out like the last day of Adepticon. So stop on by for Thursday this week while I play this this list. You have much to learn, Padawan.
Thanks, Dad.
You've not achieved the rank of Jedi Knight. Remember to like and subscribe to the video. Check out our sponsors down below. We've got Corvus Terrain and PrintedStarships.com. Check them out. We got the codes down there that give the 15 and 20% off, respectfully. 20% to Printed Starships. Yes, that's the way it goes. And then check us out on our live channel, warbossfitz Live, where every Monday and Thursday we're going to be going live. That'll do it for us tonight. Someone's salty. I hope you all are having fun playing OPR wherever you are, and we'll catch you later. Bye-bye.
Bitch.
That list is so bad.
Yep.
Oh, my God.
Fuck you, the Raptors are amazing.
Okay, the Raptors are cool.
Fuck you on the Raptors.
If you guys can't hear it on the camera, there's a dog barking next door. So,
and about 50 million other things happening.
yeah, dog barking, someone moving garbage cans around. Train went by.
This is just stupid.
This is why sometimes we record at like midnight when everyone's sleeping.
So how you doing tonight?
Apparently I'm doing pretty shitty. My mouth don't work. 12 inches would keep... Shut up. Mages? I put a T in there. Is this because we're recording on Wednesday?
Uh-huh.
Man, fuck.
I swear to God, I think we're just going to have to start doing it right before our stream on Thursday. Jesus.
No, just wait. It will rattle. Fucking train, seriously? God.
Sound like Donnie from the Wild Thornberries.
Oh man, my brain is firing on 3 cylinders out here.
Oh, scratch that.
What?
I forgot. Shit.
Okay.
It's cold out here.
It's cold. God, this is... I hate how disjointed this thing is. It's like the paragraphs feel like they're out of order. Yeah. Yeah. I sound like a twat. But wait, there's more.
Easy, Billy Mays.
OxyClean. Doing cocaine.
It sounds like you're on Oxycontin.
Woosah. Woosah.
Goose Rabo?
Goose rubber.
Which way? God, we get it! Is it Tim trying to drive this one this time?
No. Shock, which is just 3 inch. You can replace the magic blast with a magic shock, which is 18 inches. Just
3 inches would be a shock.
it would be a shock. Did I say 3 inches?
You did the first one, it meant you corrected it, but
Okay. Here in this house, we don't do the smart thing. Oh my God! You can't see it, but my head's flapping around right now. Do not give this thing guns. It's stupid.
the dinosaur dragons. Oh God, that was worse. Keep going.
The dragons. I like turtles.
Rare. Fucking drunkenly. T-Rex arms! I got a big head and little arms.
Fucking puking over there. Whoa, the T-Rex arms.
And yeah, I still didn't puke, you bastard. No, but I ran outside to pee like a dinosaur. I was like,